everyone, Melissa here from Creative Memories Home Office. Today we are going to create a card using the Cherry Blossom Punch. To create this card, we are going to cut the base piece, which is white cardstock, to measure 8.5 inches long by 5.5 inches wide. We are going to fold this piece of white cardstock in half to create the base of the card. Next, we are going to cut a piece from the light gray pattern paper to measure 4 inches wide by 5.25 inches long. We are going to adhere that piece to the front of the card. Continuing along, we are going to cut a piece from the gray cardstock to measure 2 inches wide by 5.25 inches long. Next, we are going to be punching the cherry blossoms from 3 different patterned papers. You are going to punch 2 cherry blossoms from each pattern. Next, we are going to punch a border using the Border Maker system along with the button chain cartridge. Going to use the repositionable adhesive and run along the back side edges of the gray cardstock. We are going to adhere the button chain border along the back edge of the gray cardstock. We will use our scissors to trim that border along the edge of the gray cardstock. We're going to repeat that step by adding the border to the back of the other side of the gray cardstock. Next, we are going to adhere 3 cherry blossom flowers to the card, 1 from each color. Now we are going to add foam squares to the back of the remaining flowers. Once you remove the backing from the foam squares, you're going to place that flower directly on top of the same colored flower on the gray cardstock. Over the piece of gray cardstock, we are going to add foam squares to the back of it. Once you remove the backing of the foam squares, you're going to adhere that piece to the front of the card. Now we are going to use the button trio punch and white cardstock. We are going to punch several buttons from the white cardstock. Using the scrap pieces from the button chain cartridge, we are going to thread those through the buttons. We are going to finish the card off by adhering the buttons to the top centers of each of the cherry blossoms using foam squares. Adding foam squares to your card not only gives it life, but added dimension. Make sure that you add a cherry blossom punch to your collection.